So guys, welcome back to another weather video today. In today's video, we're going to be updating you guys on some weather with the snowstorm that's potentially going to be affecting the north. A big snowstorm, a big cool down, and a big giant snowstorm for the middle of the United States. So no further ado, let's get started with today's video. So here we are on Tropical Tidbits, and as you guys can see, right now it's clearly quiet. You know, we're seeing some snow up there in the Wisconsin area and Michigan area, and some rain for parts of Illinois right now, and then parts of the west. North is currently seeing some spots of snow too. But as we keep playing, we're gonna start to see a big potential weather outbreak for around March 8th for the middle of the south of the middle, and as you guys can see, eventually dying off, which is gonna cause a big snowstorm for the middle of the United States, and it's gonna cause some rain for down parts of the south and parts of Texas, maybe some tornadoes, winds, and partially some hail is going to be occasional with this thing. So potentially that could happen. And also, as we keep playing this for you guys, we're going to see that it becomes a big giant snowstorm for parts of the north. Now this is going to be the only first one, but you guys can see we're going to have a big giant snowstorm, and what this is going to happen is going to cause the jet stream to dip really down low. And what's going to happen is it's going to have a massive cool down for parts of Virginia. Even down there in Florida, we're talking about some parts going down. I don't have a marker, but you guys can see from parts down here to around here, we're talking about in the lower 50s. So, as you guys can see, and then we're going to have another round of rain for parts of the south. A little bit of snow, nothing big deal. Maybe another big snowstorm occasionally, but that is starting to get to March 15th, so we're going to keep an eye out on that one. That's too far to say what that's going to be. And you guys can see, really it's going to be quiet. We will have another weather outbreak, but that's going to be more of the Texas area, more Alabama area. And like I said, another snowstorm for the Middle East. That's probably going to be a big snowstorm for them if this holds up. And a lot of rain for the south if this was to hold up. Like I said, this is around March 21st, so we're talking about a good still, around a good 19, around 15, 14 days. And that will cause some snow for the north. Now, let's talk about the... Okay, guys, so now let's take a look at the temperatures currently right now. In fact, let's take a look at the jet stream real fast. So as you guys can see, I'm going to go back to GFS real fast. And you guys can see I'm going to play it back all the way. So you can see the jet streams... Right now, currently, the jet stream is dipped down. Had this little sudden dip down to Texas, which is causing a cool air for parts of Texas right now. That's just due to this low that's going to be bringing it down. But as the low begins to move off, it's going to cause it to bring it down as it keeps moving. But as it makes its way, it's going to bring it back up, which is not going to affect no one down the south. It's still going to be warm. You know, your average temperatures around this time of year. But Texas, you guys will have a cool down for probably another day or two. And as we keep playing it, you know, everything's looking fine. Everything's normal. And then out of nowhere, we're going to see this one snowstorm that's going to happen. It's going to cause the jet stream to dip down very badly. It's coming up. And as you guys can see, this is the jet stream that's going to be dipping down. So we're having a sudden jet stream change, which you can see the storm's going to be around here. This is where you're going to have your snow right in here. And as you guys can see, around in here, we're going to have this massive warm-up in the air around in the west coast, or middle of the west coast. Middle center of the United States, which is going to cause a lot of warm air for the United States in the middle of it. It doesn't have a massive cool down for the East Coast. So we're talking about the jet stream's going to be dipping down into parts of Florida, which normally this doesn't happen, so it's very rare occasions we're seeing this. And that's just due to this storm that's going to be over here that's going to cause massive snow for parts of the north and a massive rain and wind gust partially for the east coast of the south mainly. So you guys can see we're going to talk about the jet stream is going to be like that for a good day or two, and then the storm chooses to move off, and then eventually once it moves off, it kind of throws the jet stream off pattern a little bit, which this is typical. Normally when you have the jet stream that dips down so far, it's going to throw this jet stream in the west coast off a little bit, which is going to cause a warm up for parts of the west or middle of the United States, which then is going to average back out and then slowly transition to average again. And then you guys see the jet streams go right back to normal. And then there's that storm right there that's going to be causing some massive severe weather with tornado outbreaks. Alrighty guys, so as you guys see, here we are on the temperature map, and you guys can see if we play it all the way. I'm gonna go right back. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, right now we're looking at a warm spell right now for parts of the areas. You know, we are getting a little bit cooler right here right now, like I said. So like I said, you're going to see this jet stream dip down. So like I said, it's going to be warm for parts of the middle of the United States. So, you know, we're talking about a massive warm up for parts of the middle of the United States. And then we're going to have a nice little warm spill for parts of the East Coast and the South, really. And we're talking about even 89, 90 degrees in parts of Florida, and then parts of the West Virginia. We're talking about in the 60s, mid 60s. We're talking about parts of Alabama, Mississippi, parts in the upper 70s, mid 70s, and then parts of North Carolina, the East Outer Banks area. We're talking about in the late 60s, like 69, 70 degrees, warm up. And as you guys can see, you know, it's going to cool down a tad bit, go back down to average. And then as you guys see, as we play, keep playing. And then the jet stream, you're going to have seen a sudden dip in the jet stream. And this is where that jet stream is going to occur. So you guys can see, this is where the jet stream starts to dip down around the 14th. And it's going to cause a massive cool down for parts of the whole entire United States, really. We're talking about parts, let's see, that's 12Z. We're going to go to, alright, here we go. So this is going to be around 12Z. We're talking about in the 40s, around 46 degrees, around 12 a.m. around parts of, okay, yeah, we'll do this one. So the 18Z, you guys can see this, the 18Z is around 12 o'clock for the European. As you guys can see, we're talking about up in the upper 60s, which is a little bit below average for them right now. But you guys can definitely see where this jet stream is dipping up and then dipping right back down, and then it's going to cause some cool air for parts of the north. And we're talking about up into the mid 30s, lower 30s, and then parts of the Wisconsin area up in west. You guys can see we're talking about in the 40s over here, and then right here by Wisconsin, we're talking about around the upper 20s, mid 20s. And then you guys go down here into the Texas area, we're going to talk about upper 60s, mid 60s. Like I said, it's going to be cooling down from parts of the United States. Maybe Texas area might see a little bit warm air. It might stay average. And that's just because the jet stream is dipping up like this, and it's going to miss Texas. It's going to dip very down, which is, like I said, it's going to take a few days for it to average back out. And then eventually, it's going to average back out, and you know, you're going to see your normal again. Like I said, when you have something like that, the jet stream dips down so much into practically almost the Caribbeans, you guys can see that it takes a few days to rebound for the jet stream to maintain its, oh, I'm not supposed to be there, and then it goes back up. So like I said, it's going to be a cool day for next, around the 15th, so expect that, with severe outbreaks and a lot of snow up for the north and the middle of the United States that we're expecting some snow. Alright guys, so that's be a wrap of the video. I just want to update you guys. I know it's been 2 months since I posted, and I'm going to start posting now. I clearly have a new setup, and honestly, it's nice. I got a whole mic right here, so it's going to be nice. I got an iMac. I purchased it. I was tired of the Chromebook. The Chromebook was making me mad. I cannot run anything, and now I'm clearly running everything's a lot faster. So definitely, this hurricane season is definitely going to be a lot better. If you guys want to see my setup, if you're curious what type of iMac I'm running and what kind of setup and microphone I'm running, follow my Twitter. It's gonna be, so you guys want to see what it is, there's it is, Hurricane Central. So Storm Chasers, Storm CH04134487. If you guys want to give that a follow, I update you guys more up there than I do on YouTube. I'm morely up on Twitter than anything else. I'm updating practically every like hour or two. Like I said, I'm going to try to post more. The schedules will be changing. There's not really a set schedule. I'm just kind of be posting randomly. I'm going to try to post at least 2 times a week. If not, 3 times a week. If not, if I have absolutely free time, it's going to be 4 times a week. But no further ado, guys. See you guys in the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe, too.